Tamed Wild. I didn't realize that this was in the way, so bear with me. Thought I had it completely set up. Missed that part. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna kill a few minutes because I'm a little bit early while I get set up. So if you're on the replay, feel free to skip ahead. I don't mind. Usually at this time I would talk to the people on the replay because there's nobody alive yet. So we are going to be unboxing the Tamed Wild box, which I did actually get a preview of what was going to be in it because I was paying attention on Instagram. And it is about crystal grids, and it comes with a chakra grid cloth, like a grid cloth. So while I'm kind of doing that and waiting for people, I want to see if I can view it from here. I have my laptop set up so that I could maybe see your comments better if you're chatting. I don't know how to do the volume. Nope, we don't want that. Skip. Hey, look, there I am. All right, now I need to figure out the volume. Perfect, I muted it. All right, so here I am, and here I am. That way I can see your comments and chat. Hi, Kristen. Hi, nice to meet you. Okay, so I don't want to wait too long because I don't think a whole lot of people are going to be showing up, you know, because it's kind of small channel. So let's go ahead and get right into it, and whatever they miss, they can rewatch it in the replay, because I feel like the more important part here is going to be the actual gridding part. So let's go ahead. Now, since Kristen, you're here, can you hear me okay? If you're still here, can you hear me okay? We lost one, so it might have been you. Awesome, awesome. Okay, yeah. See, when I'm using my phone to film, so when your comments come up, it comes up and then it disappears. That's why I have it up here too. So if you are new to Tamed Wild and my unboxing videos, this is how they're packaged. So you don't really know what's in there. A lot of times people prefer that. You know, if you're living with someone or somebody else sees your mail, or if they leave it in an office or something like that, you may not want them to know what you're up to. So a lot of people prefer the discreet packaging. Well, once we get that out of there, we have a cute little box. All right, so we're gonna get in the unboxing. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa. While I try and get this thing open, I do these witchy unboxing videos, and I also do tarot readings, and I talk about crystals a lot. That's why I wanted to do this one live, because I had mentioned in previous unboxing videos that, you know, if you guys want to do the ritual that comes in the thing live, you know, let me know and we can maybe do the ritual. But the last couple of rituals have been things that maybe needed you to boil something, and like, I'm not set up to be in my kitchen and stuff. Like, it's a mess in there. Nobody wants to see that. But this one I thought was perfect, and I figured, well, if I'm gonna do the demonstration, I might as well do the unboxing live. So here we are. And right on top is our little book. So magical crystals, gridding, chakras, and other uses. So usually these boxes will come with a little booklet about stuff. Like I have a couple over there about the gods and the goddesses, spirit animal book that I got. They come with it's just like a little, kind of like a pamphlet-y book, but it's like got quite a bit of information. So how does it work? How can I start? There is a lot of information in here. I do have a specific way that I do crystal grids, but for this video, because we are unboxing Tamed Wild, I'm going to do it the way that they set out in the instructions. So I'm going to follow what they say here. But the book isn't necessarily for the project that they've been given to us. I wouldn't exactly call it a ritual, but I mean, you can if you want to. All right, so yeah, there's color pictures in here. So very, very nice. Yeah, I understand my having to wait too. All right, and then it goes through the crystals and what their uses kind of are. Aquamarine, it's the water stone, feminine water. It gives you the elements and what chakras they're associated with. Aquamarine is a trusty talisman for public speakers, performers, teachers, and other professionals who rely on words and body language to communicate a message. So carry the stone in your pocket or wear as jewelry to embody your truth and speak from the heart. As its name suggests, aquamarine was considered a lucky charm for sailors and people who traveled by sea. So makes sense in the name, but yeah, it goes through a bunch of the crystals, more pretty pictures, crystal quartz, which, yeah, I guess. And so I'm looking to see if there's any other information besides just like the crystal. It's kind of the more common crystals I'm seeing in here in amber, but there's a fair amount of artwork in the book. What a seer stone is in here. That can be made out of any, well, almost any type of stone. Okay, so then at the end here, it's going to go through the chakras. So it does have information just about chakras as well. So in each individual chakra, it has information. So I like this book. It's pretty detailed. I mean, obviously I haven't read it, so I'm not going to do like a whole review on the book, but it looks pretty detailed. There's a lot of information in here. It's in a book this size, you're not going to find a ton of crystals, but mostly the more common ones. All right, so below that, then we have our, this is going to be, I think, our instructions here, okay? If you're watching the replay and you want to pause and read this, you may. I'm going to be reading the whole thing. I'm going to read this whole thing, and we're going to do the whole thing together. And then this is going to say what is in the box. All right, so let's just get what's in the box. All right, white quartz, it says right here. So these would probably be the crystals that they're intending for us to use in the grid. I have extras right here too, just in case. I can be a little extra when it comes to the crystals. All right, so we have a white quartz, which I didn't really make sure that this was focusing properly and adjust the light beforehand, so I apologize for the lighting because it's a little harsh from my window. It's a little sunnier than it has been. Red jasper. And I'm going to take all the crystals out and then I will go over each stone. I guess I could probably try and read it while I'm untying, but maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't try and multitask in that way. All right, so there's two little red jaspers. And then we have moonstone. I have so many of these little bags. Like, oh, this one is through both here. Good thing I brought my trusty scissors. Maybe I should have done that to all of them so I have the little cards separated. Oh, oh, it's like a peach moonstone. Okay, this is a peach moonstone. So it's not like a rainbow moonstone where it has like that really cool flash. It does have like a sheen to it, but obviously my phone is not going to pick that up. I have actually a sphere about this big of peach moonstone. I love it. All right, cool. I'm excited about that. I am going to go ahead and cut these little tags off. That way I can read them to you. Ooh, that went far. All right, there is a little box here. Jewelry, maybe a jewelry. I don't remember seeing anything about jewelry in the little preview, but they don't tell you everything. They want you to be surprised. Oh, how cute. Okay, it's like a Tree of Life pendant, but with different stones for the chakras. We've seen these before. Most metaphysical shops will have these, or oh, that's a long chain too. That's a really long chain. But I will show you that. And it looks like we have garnet, carnelian, clear quartz, peridot. I'm not sure what the light blue one is. They're so tiny. It might be aquamarine. And then we have sodalite and amethyst. So, and they all appear to be genuine stones in there to me. All right, what else? We also have a heart chakra artisan herbal tea, contains hibiscus petals, orange zest, lemon balm, cloves, lavender, licorice root, and stevia, so sweetened. Hearts are wild creatures. That's why our ribs are cages. So that is the herbal tea. A lot of times we get an herbal tea. You can see the lavender in there. I don't think it'll focus, but I like my little fun teas. I still have some of the other ones because I'm a coffee drinker. I'm gonna try and switch, but all right. Then the last thing in the box is our grid cloth. This looks bigger than I expected, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting it to be super big. I am gonna try and switch the camera angle. Try. So that you can see the table, like how I have. So this is my setup for when I do over the table shots, when I do tarot readings. I have this, it's like on a arm swivel thingy, but it has the camera holder in there. So I'm going to try and switch it to that when I start working with the crystal so you can see better. But this is the cloth. Okay, it's not huge. But that is the cloth. Let me hold it up a little bit better back. This way more. That is our grid cloth. So that is going to be Metatron's cube. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to clear this stuff off and we're going to get to work on our crystal grid. We don't need scissors anymore. I'm going to move this tea over here. So while I'm moving stuff around, where are you from, Kristen? And anyone else? It looks like we might have one more person on the live. Tell me where you're at. All right, this is so pretty. All right, trash. Now, I have my laptop here. Oh, I've never been to Michigan. How's the weather there right now? Like, the weather's weird everywhere. All right, or maybe I'll just see if I can point that down. That might work. I'm in Arizona and the weather's been wacky. Like I felt like I was in Seattle last week. Like it was just gloomy and rainy like the whole week. And then at night we would get our monsoon action where the wind would just like blow like crazy. And the pool needs cleaning. So our weather's been weird. It's been really bad everywhere though. All right, let's see. I move this that way, then maybe you guys can see this without seeing my pile of trash on the floor. All right, let's see what I can do. Bear with me. A lot of rain there. Rain and hot. Yeah, me too. It's been weird. All right, let's tilt. Let's see. How much junk are you guys going to see of mine? Let's find out. Oh, that's not too bad. Maybe I can go up a little. No, that's down. All right, we're kind of sideways. So, all right, so we have that on the bottom for you guys, right? Yes, okay. That's not too bad. Except for you can see like my candle on the floor. I don't know if I like that. Too far. Oh no, wait, I can go down there. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. All right, so these are the crystals that they have given us, which I would be using a lot more crystals. Just saying. But I do have some others, but I'm going to use what they gave us, and I'm going to go off of what they said. So first, I'm going to go ahead and read you what was included in the box. I'm going to leave out the tea and all that stuff because that really isn't applying to this here. So our magical crystal booklet explores how and why we incorporate crystal grids into ritual. Refer to this book to learn about sacred geometry, grid work, layouts, chakras, energy nodes within and around the body, and the history, lore, and spiritual properties of 100 mystical crystals. So there are 100 crystals mentioned in this book that you can have information on that came with this one. So the one thing that I like about Tamed Wild too is that like once I post this video, you can still get this kit. Like they continue, I believe you can get the same kit until the end of July. I believe, I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not an affiliate. I don't have like, I don't get anything if you buy it, but like, I really do like the box and it's inexpensive. It's $25. So yeah, but That's one thing I like. A lot of the other boxes, by the time I've gotten them, the cutoff for getting that particular box is already gone. So it's like I'm showing you stuff you can't get, which I don't really like, but it does give you an idea if you're on the fence about whether or not you want to subscribe. So, anyways, carry on. Chakra grid cloth. So, nearly any shape can serve as a template for designing a crystal grid. For this ritual, we chose Metatron's cube due to its meditative quality. This hypnotic design represents unity, universal flow, and divine inspiration. The intersecting lines within Metatron's cube suggest that our soul is privy to a multitude of paths, but it's up to us to decide which ones to follow. Keep in mind that this design is not just aesthetically pleasing, it also mimics the energetic gridwork system of our universe. Whatever we create, with help from Metatron's cube, is subject to the laws of nature, many of which we have yet to understand. With practice, this design may help unlock unseen realities, which I feel like we're kind of doing right now. If you're doing any kind of spiritual work, you're kind of noticing that already. Within the Metatron's cube design, there are colors and symbols referencing the 7 chakras or energetic portals throughout the body. To learn more about chakras and their role in ritual work in general, refer to the Magical Crystal booklet. By working with sacred geometry and our own energetic blueprint, we hope to inspire a frequency of balance, authenticity, and gratitude for the seeds sown in seasons past, present, and in days yet to come. So that's about the grid cloth and the Metatron's cube that's on there. We have the 7 chakras here too, which I really like that it's colored. I really do like that it's colored too. That's not typical. Usually if you like find a grid cloth on like Amazon or something like that, there it's usually just the sacred geometry. Like you would get just the flower of life, or the seed of life is a popular one as well. Metatron's cube is also very popular for grid work. I rarely use sacred geometry. I don't have grid cloths. I just make my own grid. So like I said at the beginning, I have my own way that I usually do grid work. This is going to probably be a little bit different. So I am going specifically off of the instructions from Tamed Wild and not trying to put my own spin on it. But I might add some crystals because I feel like it needs more crystals. More crystals. Always. Okay, so the stones for this ritual, 3 bags of crystals have been chosen for you. These crystals will align with 3 of the 7 chakra symbols on the grid. To complete the grid, you'll need to include stones, elements, or personal items from your own collection to place atop the 3 remaining spaces. There's 7, though. Confused. Hold on. I'll keep reading. You'll need to include stones, elements, or personal items from your own collection to place atop the 3 remaining spaces. The Tree of Life necklace can be used as the 4th. Okay, got it. See, that's why you just keep reading sometimes. Either as the focus stone or another point on the grid. Besides crystals, other items to consider are candles, coins, photographs, sigils, fresh or dried plant material, divinatory cards, runes, sacred metals, such as gold, silver, or copper, or something else that mirrors the chakra's relationship to the frequency we're generating. If any of the stones are new to you, familiarize yourself with their properties and learn how to incorporate them into a grid by referring to the Magical Crystals booklet. All right, so that's what applies to the grid work that is in there. Now, we have this instruction that we're going to work off of, okay? And again, we have white quartz, red jasper, and peach moonstone, which it just says moonstone, but it's peach moonstone. All right, so let's get started. All right, crystal gridding a cosmic portal. Have you ever wondered if it's possible to influence destiny or to weave the cosmic threads of life into a tapestry nicknamed fate or free will? How often have you considered dipping your hands in the cosmic soup that makes, destroys, and rebuilds realities? We need not consider ourselves a witch or an alchemist to realize that a single choice has the power to build worlds or turn them to ashes. Perhaps this is because, and on an energetic level, we are all the same. It doesn't matter if we're talking about people, plants, rocks, clouds, rivers, birds, or bees. All things carry and emit a frequency. Even our thoughts, which we consider intangible and therefore imaginary, play on the same energetic field as the rest of the universe. As we know, like attracts like. For this ritual, we will create a crystal grid to help us connect with our highest self and illuminate the many paths available to us. We be blessed with Metatron's foresight and the know how to plant seeds and reap what we sow, no matter the season. Begin by displaying the altar cloth and cleansing the crystals by your preferred method. Treat gridding as you would any other ritual. Light a candle, put on some music, or journal your intentions. Do what you need to prepare yourself and align the energy within your sacred space. So I am going to go ahead and pause that for a second and give you a few methods that I like for cleansing the space before we start. So I lit an incense. You can use the smoke from any incense. It is literally completely up to your own preference. Okay. You can get incense that associates specifically to your intention if you prefer, but you can just smoke cleanse the area, light an incense, do a quick little couple of breaths to kind of connect with the aroma, I would say, I guess. Another way, and this is my preferred method to clean any space. I'm going to have to get up and get it. I like to use bells or sound in general to cleanse a space. This was a gift. It was purchased on Amazon. It's a bell. This is actually, I keep this hanging on my bedroom door, almost like a witch's bells kind of thing. I keep it hanging on my bedroom door so that when the door opens and closes, it kind of cleanses whoever's entering. Okay. But yeah, sound, bells, chimes, singing bowls. You could run around with a pot and a spatula and cleanse your space that way. What it's doing is it's kind of shocking the energy into the room and kind of almost resetting the vibration. That's how I see using sound. There's a lot of other ways you can just pray over it. You can use crystals to cleanse too. Selenite I use for my body sometimes. I have a selenite wand that's not in this room. And I use it and I just kind of brush it over my body to kind of clear out my own personal aura before I do. And when I'm done doing that, I usually put up a protective bubble as well. So there are many ways that you can cleanse the space before you start your grid work. I have a few videos that I did maybe a year and a half ago, if you want to go way, way back on the videos and see I made a smudging spray. You can use essential oils, so there, herbs, whatever. There's a lot of different ways, but my preferred methods are either just incense smoke based on whatever incense I feel like smelling at the moment. If I feel like smelling patchouli, then that will work. The one I have going now is musk. So, and I love it. I got it in the box that I unboxed in the video prior to this one. But yeah, and then sound. You could literally ring anything. Preferably if it has a ring to it, so you more want to use a metal. I feel like that generates a vibration best, but you can use any sound. You could sing. Singing is also very good. But yes, so let's go ahead and move on. Balance is key when it comes to any ritual, especially manifesting. If we're too action-oriented, we might overlook the creative energies that reside in silence. Yet, if we spend too much time dreaming and never take the first step, we cannot actively manifest change. And if we never express gratitude for what we already have, what we've created, and for ourselves, ourselves, I guess, in general, then we don't quite realize the power of our perceptions, thought patterns, and the mighty imagination. We can generate balance during spell work by tapping into the body's energetic nodes, that'd be the chakras, and network known as the chakra system. Although we may rely on intuition for gridding, which is what I do, for any ritual for any ritual for that matter, it's helpful to note that our body's response. Hold on. Yeah, maybe I need to work on my throat chakra. It's helpful to note our body's response when calling on certain chakras. Do you experience pleasure in some areas of the body and discomfort in others? Do certain nodes feel active and others sluggish? Keep these questions in mind during gridding, and don't hesitate to experiment with various crystals, elements, and arrangements. Choose a focus stone for this grid and place it in the center. Since the focus stone is responsible for sending the completed frequency skyward into the cosmos, choose a crystal with the power to amplify and direct energy. We encourage you to use the Tree of Life necklace, but you might also consider crystal quartz or another stone that mirrors your intention. So you literally anything. I'm going to do what they said. And I'm going to, for the demonstration, use our Tree of Life pendant. Personally, I prefer clear quartz in the center. That's just a preference. But you can put anything. I have used like the Peach Moonstone Sphere, crystal skulls. Oh my gosh, that's a whole other topic. I currently have an active grid of skulls that's all skulls. There's no sacred geometry. They are their own thing right now. But yes, you can use whatever you want. And you don't have to use crystals for gridding either. You can use personal items, like it said, sigils, photographs. I've been collecting things from from nature. I had a cactus skeleton. Hard to explain that one. That's for another video, but it's a cactus skeleton. It's the piece inside this cactus that just showed up in my driveway one day. And that I'm going to be using for something. It's just, I collect them, I hold on to them until I have use for them. Those can be used here as well. So objects you find in nature. If you find coins a lot, and you believe that they're messages, or that they're left by a loved one who's passed, those could be used in the grid. Very powerful energy there. So yeah, it doesn't have to just be the crystals. Okay, so we have our, what did they call it? A focus stone. Okay, I want to make sure I'm using their terminology for everything. So this will be our focus stone. Spend some time arranging the rest of the crystals around the focus stone in a pattern that speaks to you. For more information on waystones, desire stone, what? For more information on waystones, desire stones, and designing your grid, refer to the Magical Crystals book. Or we're going to refer to this. The grid layout can be simple or elaborate. Use just what we've included or add crystals from your personal collection. You might also consider photographs, sigils, dried herbs, flowers, candles, shells, anything that helps refine the frequency. When the grid feels complete, slip a written intention or picture or something that mirrors the desired frequency beneath the focus stone. So if you wanted to work specifically on your root chakra, I would put that's associated with the root chakra, the red jasper. And then maybe one here connecting it to the focus stone. Your root chakra is going to be safety, groundedness. If you feel like you're just not grounded, you're not stable, and you're just like unsure of yourself, like I feel like this kind of more rules your whole physical part. That's just a thing for me. But I would then carry it here to carry that same energy into the focus stone. If you want to just pick whatever specific chakras that you want to work with for this grid. This doesn't have to, you can use a grid that doesn't have the chakra associations and do it literally however you want, and just put whatever crystals you want that carry the intention that you want. I feel like I should work on my throat chakra today, clearly, and probably every day. And so then I want to connect it with this as well. So this is really, if I were just using the stones that they gave us, this would be my grid. It would just be these two lines, because the energy is going to be carried through the geometry to one another. And what I'm trying to do is direct it into the center here. Now, obviously this is just for demonstration and I'm not actually putting any intention into it. But you could do it that way, or you could fill this son of a gun up with whatever crystals you have, or sigils, belongings, what have you. Personally, I do like to use a sigil and place it under the focus stone instead of a written intention. I would separately write out the intention, create a sigil for that, and stick it underneath the focus stone. So, all right, so we've done what it says here, and let's continue reading this card. Okay, spend a few moments admiring your creation. Remember, this is more than just a series of rocks displayed in a pretty pattern. We're creating a circuit to influence energy. So the energies are going to connect here. And like I said, with the geometry, the lines connect the energy, as does your intention. Uh, so yeah, like you could just sit, look at it, feel into it. If it doesn't feel right, move stuff around. Maybe that might be too much for my root chakra, so maybe I want to allow it to kind of go through all the other chakras before it gets to the focus. You can move them around until they feel right. Maybe I want them on the outside like this. Maybe I just want to work on the lower chakras. And then that actually immediately when I placed that felt different. So it's up to you, and trust your body. Your body will tell you, like, yep, that's where they go. So yeah, instantly when I put that there, I was like, yep, leave that there. That's good. Even though I'm not actually intending anything in this one. All right. So now that we have it the way we want it, when ready to activate the grid, choose a pendulum, wand, a crystal quartz point, or use your finger to energize the stones. Let the wand hover a few inches over the focus stone in the center of the grid. Imagine a beam of light flowing down from the wand into the crystal. Slowly move outward from the focus stone to create a glowing pathway between all the stones. When possible, move in a clockwise direction. Once you've reached the outermost crystals, retrace your steps until you finish back at the center where you began. So here's how I would do it. I just use my hand sometimes, or a crystal point. I have just like a little, I can use this, anything with like a pointed end, because it does amplify and direct your energy. What you're kind of doing is you're connecting the energy of the crystals, but you're also adding your own energy into the crystals so that it is like specific to your energy pattern. But I just use my hand. And if you get used to like you have palm chakras too, not included in this, but it's really easy. And I feel like that's the first way to get in touch with feeling energy or understanding what energy feels like is through your palms. But I use my palms and I can tell like not really a temperature change. It feels warm, but like not in a temperature kind of way. Hard to explain. But I usually just use my palm. You can use a finger. I usually just use my palm. And once it feels right, and you will have to trust your intuition on this, but I feel it in my hand. Once it feels right, then you kind of move from one crystal to the other, and what you're doing is connecting the energies to them. And you can, if you're only using the crystal, like say you bought this kit and it's the only crystals, it's your very first time and this very beginner and this is all you have, you can just go over the crystals and then go back to the center and then you would be done. But you can also, if you want to incorporate the energy of the chakras, you don't have to have a crystal there. You can bring the heart chakra into it by just using the symbol, okay? And then you would just go through all of the points that you want to hit. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go back here, and it's wherever you let your hand lead, almost like a Ouija board. I didn't say that. But you want to just, when you feel like you've gotten all of them and you've gotten all of the points that you want to make, then you come back to the center. And I actually will say something, not necessarily out loud unless I can, something to the effect of, I activate this grid with my energy, and please use my energy to increase the vibration, or whatever your intention is. You can say that, and then you're done, and your grid is activated. So it does have a little bit more to say after that. I've never activated with a pendulum, but if you do that, leave a comment and tell me how well that works for you. What is your preferred, if you are not new to crystal gridding, what is your preferred method of activating your grid? I'm curious how other people do it. All right. The grid is activated. Keep the area free of clutter and dust for as long as the grid is in use. Dedicate a minimum of 5 minutes each day to meditating and merging your energy blueprint with the grid's frequency. Record any emotions, messages, or sensations throughout the body in your journal or grimoire. And that is the end of what they have given us on this card for that. Let me move it back up here. Hi. Okay. A great learning experience. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, that already went away. Let me. You're getting your box today, Stephanie? That's cool. I know, I was super excited for this because I have it up higher than I did before. Okay, yeah, there. Sorry for the replay watchers. Let's go through some comments here. Yeah, the necklace, I didn't know I don't remember seeing it, but the necklace is so pretty. And I do believe all of those crystals they're all genuine crystals. So that's cool. I don't know if it's stamped. I don't know if it's silver, but the clasp is kind of like a cheapy clasp. It's just like a bent wire clasp. So I tend to think that this is not like genuine silver or anything of that nature, but the crystals are genuine. But yeah, I'm happy for you getting your box today. All right, let's see. Great learning experience. Thank you for sharing. I've got to go. Yeah, my battery's probably not gonna last you. If you're already gone, bye, Kristen. If you're not, I'm so glad you made it. Come back and drop a comment if you have time. All right, so that was the crystals and the grid part of it. So do you have any questions, if there's anybody left? Do you have any questions about anything that I said or read off of the card or did in the video? That's kind of where I wanted to go afterwards. Did any of that not make sense? So if you're watching the replay, did any of that not make sense? I can clarify in the comments. If not, yes, and the tea. Oh, I know. What was the last one that had tea? I think it was was it the Artemis one that had tea in it? But the tea was delicious. The tea was delicious. And I can't remember what it was, but it was delicious. I'm kind of curious. I love lavender, but having lavender with licorice root and lemon and orange, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, see, a lot of times when you get ones, because it does kind of look like a cheaper necklace. It does look like the ones that you see, but a lot of times you can tell that they're glass or like they just have like man-made stuff in there, but they do look like the carnelian is very, very much genuine. The only thing I would maybe question is the clear quartz, just because it's so easy to just throw glass in there. But it might actually, it looks like clear quartz, but I think maybe the intention was citrine because this one does look a little bit yellow. And obviously there's no yellow because it goes from carnelian to peridot. But maybe that was the intention, was to have citrine there. Maybe those are citrine. But yeah, that's the easiest one to fake. Like you just throw some glass in there. But yeah, I do like that. I'm excited. I will put a different chain on it because it's too long. That's too long for me. Let's see. Let's see where it hits. Okay, that's how long it is. And it comes, oh, Jesus. It comes way down here. That's too long for me. This is where I like my necklaces to hit. This is actually getting stuck on my glasses, my earrings. All right, so let's take that off. I don't like it dangling that low. Earthly spirits, yes. Now I remember. It was good. Did you like it? Did you try it? I'm curious if you liked it. The Earthly Spirit. Yeah, it was the one that came with the animal, the like spirit animal book, which I think I have somewhere right here. There's a lag. So I'm looking for your comment to see if you liked the tea. My phone just do something weird? It's probably been doing that the whole time. I just didn't notice. All right. Well, I hope you liked the tea. I hope that you found this informative. If you think of other questions later, feel free to come back and drop a question. This is kind of similar to how I usually do crystal grids. I don't do crystal grids that often. but I've been doing it for a couple of years. So there's different ways I've tried out. So if you have questions, definitely let me know. Um, but also there's a ton of other videos out there. There are a lot of helpful, useful, great information and very informative videos. Hibiscus Moon has a good channel that has a lot of information. In my opinion, they've kind of gotten a little salesy lately. Oh, good, you did like it. Yeah, I thought it was delicious, and I still have some. Um, but their video content is really good about, especially for crystal information. But yeah, so I guess that's it. We'll go ahead and you were sad when it ran out. I know. I don't know if you can. I know that you can buy individual products on their website. I don't know if things like the tea are something that's just one-offs for the box, or if you can purchase the tea separately. I'm not sure. I've never really, because like I said, I'm a coffee drinker, and by the time I've had my coffee, I'm all hot drinked out. Unless I do occasionally make a jar of sun tea out of just lavender buds. I have like a muslin. It's kind of like the little bags that we get the crystals in, but it's like a reusable tea bag. And I'll throw one stuffed with a bunch of lavender buds, and I'll throw it in a jar, like a giant mason jar, and throw it in the sun for a couple of hours. And oh, yours, no, you're fine. Um, and I'll have sun tea, but it's just plain lavender tea, and it's just delicious, just like that. And what I did last time, off topic, but last time I had some like pre-made lemonade that we got from like Costco, and I threw it in an ice cube tray, and I threw the lemonade ice cubes in the lavender tea, and it was delicious. It was like lavender lemonade, but like kind of mild. It wasn't super strong flavored. But anyways, so we'll go ahead and wrap that up as is. If you have questions, pop them in the comments, and I will get to them. I promise I will. I have to go call my mom, so I'll see you guys in the next one. I will be Wednesday doing another live unboxing. It's a full moon kit. I should have said that at the beginning, dang it. It's a full moon kit from Hearth Wisdom store. So the video just before this one, the unboxing of the Mystic box, it's a really good box if you want to go watch it if you have a few moments. But that same company, I did start a subscription. I paid for it. It's a purchase that I decided to make for a full moon kit. Every month they send out a package with a ritual for the full moon. I'm going to be doing that live on Wednesday. The full moon is Friday. I'm doing it early on purpose. That way, if there's anything in the kit that if you want to perform the ritual, you like the ritual, and you need to get supplies, that way you have a couple days to do it. But yeah, so Wednesday, I'm doing that one at 4 p.m. So if you're interested in another unboxing with a full moon ritual, check that one out. But that is all for me today. I have to go call my mommy, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, have a blessed day.